Hello. It looks like I'm live. I'm just testing out a new, well, it's not new to the world, but it's new to me, a new streaming software. It's called StreamMate. That's not, that's something else. StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard right now. So I'm running across Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, although I have to go live. Boom. I should now be on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm not actually monitoring those platforms right now. I'm just trying out the software, seeing how it is to use, and that type of thing. So, as you see down on the bottom left corner, my name is Rob. I'm in Canberra, Australia. And most of you guys on Facebook would know me already. On YouTube, probably not. I currently have 0 viewers, but that's all fine because I'm not about getting lots of views. I'm just trying out the software right now. So let's bring up an overlay, like and subscribe. So if you're watching on YouTube, it'd be great if you can subscribe and like if you haven't already. And let's try, whoop. Welcome to the video. Hello there. So once again, I'm just testing StreamYard. Nothing much is going on here. Testing what I can actually do, how it works across the different platforms. So there's a little welcome overlay. Boom, goodbye to that. I've also got a Rodecaster Pro interface that I'm using here, and I can push a button and create sounds. Also, there's sounds in StreamYard, so let's just push a button. Just seeing if that comes through on the recording. So that was a foghorn type of sound, and not quite sure of my levels for the microphone. Have to check that out later. And let's try another one. Got yay, applause. Yeah, and at the moment it's a bit like this here. Can't hear that one, can we? Now I'm just boosting my audio a bit. So let's continue through the options there are here. There's a Q&A, little overlay. Boom. Let's enter the Q&A. Got any questions? Not, because no one's actually watching anyway, so we won't get any stuff coming through. Now, I see my Instagram. Apparently, as soon as I finish here, it disappears. So you actually have to get on live to hear my wonderful words of wisdom. So that's the Q&A overlay. Let's see the next one. Achievement. Oh, I just got a medal. And get rid of that one. And it'll be interesting to have a look at the video later. So now here's some breaking news. What have we got? Nothing much at the moment. And boom, that's that one done. More, we've got more options. I can drag and drop overlay files, so that's cool. So once again, if you're happening to come across the video, I'm just testing out StreamYard. I was looking at OBS, but I saw some videos saying that this is much easier to use. So I decided to take the 7-day trial and check it out. So let's try a different overlay. Welcome. Welcome to my video. And as I have said, oh, I've got one viewer. Where is that one viewer coming from? Are you on Facebook? It is on YouTube. Hello, viewer on YouTube. It's Rob Keating here. I'm just testing out StreamYard. I've got it running across I lost them already. Anyway, I'm just running across Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the moment using StreamYard. It's a streaming application that's actually web-based, so you don't have to download it. It's quite easy to use so far from what I've had a look at. And I'm just working through looking at the different options and things right now. And then at the end of it, I should have a recording and be able to see how that looks. So get rid of the welcome. And let's try a loop. What have we got? Loop. What's that? Enable loop to repeat video clips. We don't want that. Timer 10 seconds. Let's try that. It's a countdown timer. You ready for an exciting show that's just about to begin? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And there's a 30-second timer, and let's see here. Thank you. That's on a 15-second timer. Thanks for watching. Not that anyone is, but hey, it's just the beginning and I'm testing it out. Apparently I can give a link to someone that can come in as a fellow presenter or interview someone. So that will be interesting to test out. I can have a background. Ooh, just around the outside. I've got green screen, so I could try that later, but just trying the basics for now. There's some backgrounds. Not sure if I'm streaming at 4K, but I have a 4K camera, just a cheap one. Hello, Marielle Bowman from volleyball. How are you doing? I'm just testing StreamYard at the moment. So it's nothing too exciting, but nice of you to drop in and hello to you. You can add a comment if you hear me. How's the volleyball going with you? Don't know if you remember, but I photographed you when you're in Canberra playing at the volleyball court here. Beach volleyball. And I'm just testing out StreamYard. It's a streaming platform. It's an actual paid one. There is OBS, which is a free one, but StreamYard apparently is a lot easier to use, especially if you're going to be interviewing people. So here I am. I'm just working through all the different options. So at the moment, I'm looking at backgrounds. So boom, change the backgrounds. What else have we got? I've got sounds that are built into the application. So let's. I've also got a Rodecaster mixing board, whatever you call it, and that's got audio and stuff on it. So I can push this button. That's coming from my Rodecaster, and click on more sounds. What have I got? I can add boom, boom, laugh, slide, fountain, screaming. Let's try this one. Add a fountain. And that's all it's sound. Pause it. Boom. Okay, so what else we got? We've got background music I can pop on. Let's go for acoustic cinematic. That comes through. So this is music coming from StreamYard as an option. And I can pump up the volume. I can pause. We can try dance pop. And that's pretty boring. Daydreaming. So these are background music loops from StreamYard, the actual streaming application I'm using right now. one feeding the ducks. Okay, so there's different options. So people, what can I do with people? Stage 1, that's just me. Notes, media, assets. So what I do want to work out is how you actually play a video file. So what have we got? Let's bring up an image file as a test. So I'm just going to a collection of videos. Not videos, I'm bringing up a photo. So let's bring up Superbikes one. Boom. Let's see how that looks. So is it coming? There we go. It's loaded. So now I add to stage and boom. So that's actually a photo I took just over a year ago at the Superbikes at One Raceway, just near Goulburn. So that was round 6, I do believe, second last round. So that was quite simple. Now what else can I do? Let's add present invite. How did I do that? Don't even know what I did. Add new layout. Remove that one. Present invite. So I'm just going through the different options, seeing what I can do. Add a video file this time. What have I got? Document. Video output. I'll just play a video for a couple of minutes. Just as I said before, I'm testing out how easy it is to use StreamYard. I'm streaming across Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Just playing around, bit of a test. So I've now found a video. I'm adding it to the stage.
A deep dive into one of the fastest growing crypto projects you've probably never heard of, Texitcoin or TXC. In just about a year, this project has shown explosive growth, the token price nearly doubling every month. So what's behind this momentum and why are people talking about the potential $16 target and even beyond? Well, let's break it down. At its core, Texitcoin is building a local digital currency model starting in Texas. The aim? To keep dollars circulating within local communities, supporting small businesses instead of funneling money through global corporations like Visa and MasterCard. So picture this, you're at a Texas event, you scan a QR code, you load up your digital wallet and shop with local vendors. If you don't spend everything, your leftover balance could appreciate in value over time, possibly turning a modest $25 into something significant over the next year. But this isn't just another token on the market. TXC is reigniting the original promise of crypto, fast, peer-to-peer transactions that strengthen local economies. The broader plan includes expanding this model beyond Texas to states like Florida and potentially to a global scale. And the growth numbers speak for themselves. You see, the price started at just under 3 cents. By January, it reached 20 cents. It held steady in February, then hit 39 cents in March, climbed to 55 cents by April, and it's already trending towards $1 in May, with projections pointing to even higher milestones. Backing these numbers is the path to $16, the roadmap, which ties price potential to mining distribution and increased.
Okay, so I added a video to the interface, clicked on add to stage, and then boom, there it was playing. So that was actually a video from Mike Healy, who is really good at doing presentations and creating video content. He's done a lot of network marketing over the years, but now he is into Texitcoin, which is something I'm actually part of as well. So let's see. What else can I add? Present. stage. What did I do? New layout. Whoop. Add item. Dynamic camera media slot. Don't know how that works. So let's add the stage. Oh, cancel. What have I done? There we go. Back to that. Okay. So let's, boom, present or invite. And if we got smart cam, just looking at what options I've got. Slides and PDFs, image file. Okay, and share screen. So just close some things I don't want people to accidentally see. Boom, so that's that. Cancel. I'm just about to share my screen and just show some photos I've got here. What can we find? Just searching through. Okay, so I'm now going to share my screen, and it should hopefully show a collection of photos I've got in Lightroom. So in case you're watching this video, it's just me playing around with StreamYard, and I'm getting feedback in my microphone. Let's turn that down. Okay, so let's see, share screen. Sharing screen is easiest with two monitors. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Boom. Entire screen. Boom. Screen 2. So I've got two monitors here. On the left, I've got StreamYard, and on the right, I have Lightroom open at the moment. So let's share it. So I've shared it. Now I have to add to stage. Before presenting, remove other media streams from the stage. Okay, so remove, add to stage, boom. Okay, so I've added that to the stage, and I can click on video. So what you're looking at now is my Lightroom interface. So just clicking through. Now if I make that full screen. Okay, so as you see now, that's full screen on Lightroom, showing on the screen in StreamMate, but I'm also over here on the side, so I want to try some different layouts and just have nothing but the photos. Oh, it's still got picture-in-picture, cinema layout. Okay, so that's nothing but what I'm sharing. Boom. Okay, so now I can flick through my photos coming from Lightroom, and you get to look at them on screen. So that's pretty cool. So I'll now hold my finger and see how quickly it will flick through. Oh, it's pretty cool too. It's actually not bogging down, it's not slowing too much. It's quite speedy. I'm not actually sure what you're seeing as a viewer, but I'm recording all this, so I'll be able to have a look later. But there you go. I'm just holding my finger on the button to jump through the photos that I've got in Lightroom, and it seems to be slowing down a bit now. There's someone wiping out, doing a flip. So this is at Threadbow a couple of months ago. I was photographing people on the Boost mobile, what was it, jumps, and there's someone wiping out. So there we go. So that's sharing screen and running through Lightroom. I'll just let it go right through. This guy wiped out as well. Boom, see the skis go flying. And another wipeout. It's a few wipeouts. Luckily, everyone just jumped up and they were fine. But that was a cool day at the snow in more ways than one. So there we go. Okay, so I'll get rid of screen sharing, remove, boom, back to that. And why don't I see myself? Remove. I don't want to remove. Bang, back to just me. What else can I do? Crop. I can have another speaker on here, but as I don't have one, you don't see a split screen, but there could be. Can have several people. So that's something I need to test next. And my photos are still flicking through, so let's add to stage again. Better not, in case we have something that shouldn't be shown. Okay, what else can I do with StreamYard? I have shared screen, I've added photos to the stage. Boom, I've had a video where I played that. Removes from studio. Let's find another video and try that out. StreamYard is sharing your screen. Let's find another video to share. Image, video, file. Okay. Path text. Okay, here's a video from Bobby Gray talking about hash power and what it is. So let's try that one.
So think of 1 + 1 = 2. That's one hash. I can do like one hash per second. 1 + 1 is 2. That's a hash. The computers that we have do 16,500 million of those per second. That's how hard they're working to do the math equations. My friend Tim explains hash power like horsepower. Okay. So first, to understand it, you got to understand what a decentralized network is. There's no central authority. In a centralized network, you've got a mainframe computer. It's backed up. It's got the red laser beams going around it so that that girl can't like break into the bank and steal your money. That's centralized computing, right? Everyone understands that. It's got a database. It's got a list of all the balances, and it's got a list of all the transactions. That's centralized. Well, in decentralized, we're scattering that computer power around a big network, preferably around the state of Texas. Excuse me. The bigger that network is, the more of those things we have scattered around the state, the more reliable and redundant it is. Okay, so you can think of hash power like horsepower. Right now, we've got a little baby motor, but as this motor gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it becomes more well respected. So if we go to the community of cryptocurrency enthusiasts and we say, build on our network, develop apps and dApps on our network, they go, well, how big is your mine? And we say, well, we've got it on a laptop right now that's sitting in our sister's basement and it's really great. They go, nice try. Call me when your hash power is bigger. Call me when your megawatt consumption is bigger. So in the beginning, I said, look, how big of a network do I need to build for the crypto world to take me seriously? Experts did the calculations and said 35 megawatts. I did my calculations and that's 100 million megahash. So we need to build a mine that uses 35 megawatts of power for the world to go, yeah, okay. And that'll put us about 1/20th the size of the Litecoin Doge network, which means that we're taking 5% of the Litecoin Doge blocks. Hold on a second here. You're telling me that a mine in Texas built by a bunch of normal people are taking 5% of all the Litecoin Doge rewards? Yeah. How cool is that? We use their money to pay our electric bill. So then we're mining Texacoin at the same time. It's called merge mining. So the bigger our mine, the more horsepower our mine has, the more respect we get from the global community, the more people build on our very reliable network, the more that generates transaction fees for the miners. Everything we bring in gets distributed every day to the miners.
Okay, so that was testing where I added a video and let it play. So that was Bobby Gray, founder of Texitcoin, talking about hash power. So hope you found that educational. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I want to test out. Actually, I've got a spreadsheet I want to bring up and just see how that looks. So, boom. So in case you're watching, I'm just testing StreamYard, a live streaming application. It's about $44 or thereabouts a month to use on a mid-range plan. There's a higher featured plan that's about $88, and there's a cheaper one, I think. But OBS is another application that you can use for streaming, which is free, but it has a bigger learning curve, a much steeper learning curve. So what I'm doing is bringing up Excel. Boom. And we'll see how that looks on the screen if I share that. So make it full screen. Okay, so at the stage, is it working? Before present, I have to remove other media. Boom. At the stage. Okay, so can we zoom on that? So I've got a spreadsheet showing at the moment, but it's probably a bit small for people to see, especially if you're looking on Instagram, which turns the screen around. So I'm just seeing if you can actually zoom. Not that I see. I'll just show it full screen. And see in the app if I can make it bigger. Find anything, zoom. So I've got a spreadsheet. I'm just trying to make it so it's as big as possible on screen. There you go. How's that? That's much better. What? I'm on a live call. Yeah. Back in 1 minute. Yes. I'm on a live thing. Shut up. Okay, so once again, if you're watching, I'm testing StreamYard, been going through the different options, seeing how easy it is to do everything, because OBS apparently is quite hard, especially if you want to have another presenter or you're doing an interview. So I still need to try that, how easily I can invite someone and have them be interviewed or present instead of me. Because anyway, back to what I've got on screen. So this is related to Texit coins. It's only for educational purposes in case you're looking. I'm not giving financial advice. And what we have in front of you is a spreadsheet that, excuse me, I need a drink here. What I have is a spreadsheet that I've created, which shows the potential of Texit coin based on different values for the coin. So if you look up in the blue section, you see there's a number of seats. And currently it's just set for 1. So if you're buying a spot on the rocket ship, as Bobby Gray likes to call it, the founder of Texit Coin, it's $9.95 to buy 1 seat. And as you see, with 1 seat, you would earn $4.21 a day currently. No, sorry, $2.78. Let's get things correct. But once the coin hits $16 a day, that is when the mine is actually expected to be sold out. And for each mining seat you own, you would receive 0.095 of a Texit coin per day. So looking at this spreadsheet on this first row, where if you see the mouse, you see the coin value at $16, you would get $1.52 in US dollars value. So that is, I've got Australian dollars showing here at the moment as well. So let's change it to 1 up here. Boom. So it's now set at $1 US dollar for what we're showing, and I change the value here. I mean the currency. So coin value $16. So what I'm talking about here is the Texit Coin community project, where a crypto mine is being built through crowdfunding, and everyone has an opportunity right now to be a part of it. And this spreadsheet is displaying what is possible at the different coin values. So once again, I have to stress, it's only for educational purposes. I'm not giving financial advice here, but it is just interesting to see the numbers in front of you. So here we go, at $16 of coin value, you would receive $1.52 once the mine has been fully built, and there is 1 million mega hash of mining power. Everyone with that many seats would be getting 0.095 of a coin. Gives you $10 a week. But the coin is expected to hit around $80 in February of 2026. Then that takes you up to $7.60 a day, $53 a week, and $2,500 a year. So that's not a huge amount, but it pays for your seat in the program, in the project, I should say. And it's a one-time payment. So every year you'd be getting around $2,500. So pay for a holiday or something, it's not too bad. But then it gets more interesting when we hit $800 in coin value. So that is expected to happen around February 2027, but it's not guaranteed. Excuse me. It's not guaranteed. It's not financial advice. It's just saying, hey, if the coin hits $800, what would you actually receive through the project? So looking at this, you would receive $76 a day, $532 a week, and you would receive $27,000 a year. So that's not bad. And then working our way through, $1,500, and you earn $51,000 per year for about 5 years before halving takes place. But who knows what will happen? It may never even reach $1,500. But if it does, $51,000 from a $995 one-time payment, that's not too bad, is it? And then if we hit $2,500, you're looking at $86,000 a year. So, okay, that's just with one seat. So let's make it a bit more interesting. With Texit Coin, you can actually get in and share it with other people. You don't have to, it's purely optional. But if you did share it and you happen to, say, earn your way to, say, 5 seats, that's within the realms of possibilities. So boom, let's see what 5 seats will do for people. So now we look at the coin value at $16, you would get $7.60 per day, 2,500 per year. At $80, it would be up around $13,000. And now here's where it gets really exciting. If you had 5 seats and the coin hits $800, you're looking at over $100,000 a year. And then at $1,500 for the coin value, you're looking at $259,000 per year. So let's say it again. This is just for educational purposes, a bit of fun, playing with the numbers, no guarantees. This is not financial advice in any form. It's just showing what is possible. So I currently have what's known as the Builder Pack, and I've got 13 seats right now. So here we have the scenario. If someone happens to have 13 seats, coin values at $16, you will get $19 a day. Is that right? Is that changed properly? Let's drop it down to 1. Just double check the figures are correct. Yeah, so 1 seat, you get 553 at the 16 level. Let's pop it up to 13 seats. So here we have it. 13 seats on the rocket ship. Coin value is at $16. You receive $19 per day, which works out around $7,000 per year. But $16 is just the beginning once we sell out all the seats on the rocket ship. $80 is the estimated value, as I would like to stress, estimated, not guaranteed. And that gives you $35,000 a year. But then founder Bobby Gray has put out a document where he expects the coin value for Texas coin to be $800 per coin in around February of 2027. So that's only, 15 months away. And if you happen to have 13 seats, you would be sitting on $359,000 a year. So that's pretty exciting money. If it hits 15,000, not 15,000, if it hits 1,500, you're looking at 674,000 a year. And that's in US dollars. I'm Australian, so let's pop in the rough exchange rate. Let's say 1.5 Aussie dollars from 1 US dollar, and boom. 13 seats, a coin value at 1,500, and you're looking at $1 million Australian income. So that's not bad. And how can you actually get to 13 seats? Well, message me to find out. There's lots of information I can share with you. But anyway, getting away from the purpose of this video, but I was just practicing doing a presentation. The purpose of this video is just purely to show you what StreamYard is like, how it works. So let's remove that spreadsheet. Just a reminder that spreadsheet was educational purposes only, not giving financial advice. Have to be very careful about that. And nothing is guaranteed. Okay, so now to get back to showing myself. There we are. Okay, so I think that's enough of playing around. This video application is quite cool. StreamYard. It's a paid application, but it's quite simple to use. What I need to do next is actually get another presenter and try that out. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day. Next, I will stop the stream and then I'll check out what the recording is like. I'm not even sure how my audio is sounding. Could be crap for all I know. But hopefully with this setup I have here, it's quite good. Okay, let's end the stream and see you later. Have a good day.